Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 2 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 2-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 1 minute from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 1 minute time check, stations.
On the Husky Sports Network from Learfield, welcome to the Brett Larson Show, presented by Preferred One. Achieve your best health with Preferred One health plans for employers. Also brought to you by Bradshaw and Bryant, serving justice for the injured. St. Cloud Financial Credit Union, committed to creating a meaningful difference for our members and our community. Shields, gear, passion, sports. St. Cloud Orthopedics, live better. And by Speedy Delivery, better overnight delivery, lower price. Now, the Brett Larson Show. Here's the voice of Huskies hockey, Jim Erickson.
Hey, everybody. Welcome. The Grain Mill, downtown St. Cloud, the Brett Larson Show, the season finale of the Brett Larson Show. Where did this season go, right? It's unbelievable how fast it's gone. Here we are on February 28th, and the last day of February is upon us, and just one weekend left in the regular season. Here is Coach Brett Larson. Let's hear it for him. First time he's been on the show since the Beijing Olympics 2022. Welcome back.
Thanks, Jim.
Well, we're going to we'll bring that up a little bit later here on the show about the Olympics and the experience and everything. But we need to go back and talk about the Colorado College series. You played on Tuesday. You had 5 games and 8 or 9 nights, and so it's hectic, and it has been hectic, hasn't it? And those were 2 big wins. You needed those going into the last weekend.
Well, it was a huge week for us. Obviously, we thought we played one of our best games of the year on Tuesday night against Duluth, and that can be frustrating when you're trying to snap out of a little rut and you play that well and don't win in the shootout. You get the tie, you get the point, but that extra point was big. So I was really happy how the guys bounced back, and I thought had a really good weekend this weekend.
We've talked about it before, just the 2 Tuesday games, each time going into the third period, you were trailing Duluth.
Yep.
And you probably have to go back to your era, the last time they've had 2 games where they didn't win leading going into the third period.
That's kind of their style of hockey.
Yeah.
They're trying to win those 1-goal games late in the third, and they don't give up leads like that very often. So I was really proud of the guys. Especially you come back from a 2-goal lead on the first Tuesday night and a 1-goal lead on the next Tuesday night. And the guys were able to get points and played really well. So I thought the guys did a great job.
What was the team's energy going into the weekend, Friday and Saturday, as far as the focus, crunch time, treating it kind of like playoff hockey?
Well, I give the guys a lot of credit. You think of it, this stretch has been really tough. When we lost those 2 series to Denver and Duluth because of COVID, we really really short end of the stick how the things were rescheduled. We were the only team in the league to lose our bye and have to play 2 Tuesday nights. So typically you really need that bye in the second half to get some energy back and get the guys healed up and whatnot. But we lost that, and then you add those 2 Tuesday games in there as well. So I think the guys handled it really well. Obviously, we're giving them a ton of rest this week, prepare for the weekend that way up in Duluth. But I thought the guys really, they had a ton of energy. And they fought through it. It could have been a weekend where they had grounded out, but they found some life. They found some energy, and obviously having a good crowd in there Saturday night really helped. There's a lot of energy in the building as well.
And getting off to good starts.
Yes,
scoring
that's the
first
other thing.
has been a big part of your formula, outscoring teams in the first period, playing well in the first period, getting off a good starts. Often this season, even more often than not, it's like 75, 80% of the time, that has been your formula. To
Saturday night would have been a tough night to play from behind. It really would have. So getting those couple goals early helped a lot.
And the power play. Power play hadn't really been struggling as far as looking at chances and things, just hadn't been putting the puck in, and sometimes that's the X factor of the goalie or whatever. Certainly Tuesday was probably that factor, but it was good to see the power play get goals this weekend. Yeah,
that's funny you say that. Tuesday night our power play was as good as it's been, but unfortunately it didn't put any in the net,
right.
And we had 4 crossbars that night. So it was good that they broke through on the weekend. Obviously, it's a formula for our success in this league. 5-on-5 hockey is pretty close, usually tied within the game. You got to win that special teams battle, and for a while we weren't winning that special teams battle, and it hurt us.
Spencer Meyer scored the first goal on Friday night, and he scored a few like that. I think he scored one earlier against Duluth where he comes down kind of on that weak side, looking for a pass. It was a great pass by Fitzy.
Scored a big one last year in the Frozen Four against Mankato. That goal, same exact goal. It's obviously a set play, and they executed it very well.
Easton Brodzinski scored on Friday night as well. It had been a while. I want to say 11 games since he had scored. And that was that was the longest one of his career that he had gone without scoring. And for a guy who scores goals, that's got to be difficult.
It's tough because goal scorers love scoring.
Yeah.
And when they're not, it's tough on them. Obviously, having that out of our scoring mix hurt. To get him back on the board, I thought was a sign that things are headed in the right direction. Just law of averages. Yeah. You're not going to keep guys like him and Vitti and Walks and those guys off the board too long. So hopefully we're getting through that stretch, and those guys are going to be firing all cylinders again, and they'll help us here make a good run.
And they all scored this weekend. I know Nolan was an empty netter, but he deserved better all night. I don't know, all weekend. Matt Vernon, their goalie, I don't know what he's got against Nolan Walker.
Yeah,
he saved his best saves. He saved his best saves for Nolan Walker all weekend.
He did. So I was happy Walks got that goal, actually, because you know what? They don't put empty net by the goal. It's a goal. It counts, and he deserves it.
Sam Henches, too. When he's been in the lineup, he played 15 games now, and he has... Is it 10 goals in 15 games? Something like that. I have to look at the stats. It's something like that. So he's been producing, and he's been really fun. He's just the energy and the speed with which he works around the zone, and the game slows down for that young man, doesn't it?
Well, I don't know if it slows down. I mean, it's
like everything else is in slow motion while he's doing it. Kind of like the Flash. Yeah. If you want to talk superheroes, he's doing all this stuff, and everybody else is just moving really slow.
Well, what you don't maybe recognize or notice is that speed is really good on the forecheck. He wins a lot of races to pucks. He keeps pucks alive in the offensive zone. His second and third efforts to get pucks back after we lose it are really strong. So I think what he does that may go unnoticed a little bit is he extends those offensive zone shifts for his line, and I think a byproduct of that is that line becoming more productive again. And I think those three work really well together, and Sam's a big part of it.
All right, the final score on Friday was 4-1. Final score on Saturday was 6-2. We'll talk a little bit more about the Saturday game coming up. We've got player guests coming up. We've got Finland represented here. The other time we wanted to have VT and Yami on, that day it was like Finnish Independence Day. But they couldn't do it.
You're going to talk about the Olympics.
We'll probably have to talk. Well, we'll wait till you leave the building.
Yeah, please.
And then we'll probably have to bring up the fact that Finland won their first ever gold medal. You didn't lose to Finland, though.
No, we didn't.
So it was that tough one to Slovakia. But we'll talk all about that coming up. Again, we're live at the Green Mill, folks. It's the last one of the season. Thanks for joining us on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Varsity Network app, and all the other venues for which you can catch the show. The Brett Larson Show here from the Green Mill. And this is Huskies Hockey from...
Green Mill. Husky hockey fans, here's a win-win. Hi, Jill from the Mill here with some great offers for hockey fans. On game day, if you have the Husky app on your phone, the Green Mill will give you half-priced appetizers with the purchase of any 2 beverages. And if Huskies win, bring back your tickets the following Monday or Tuesday and get our Ellsworth cheese curd appetizer free with the purchase of 2 beverages. Husky hockey fans, see you at the Mill. Here's to a great season.
So good, so many ways, Green Mill.
Here at St. Cloud Orthopedics, we continue to be honored to serve the community we proudly call home with premium specialty orthopedic care. And we've been recognized as Minnesota's best, winning the Gold Award in Orthopedic Surgery in the 2021 Star Tribune Reader's Choice Awards. Thank you to those who nominated and voted for us. And more importantly, thank you for choosing us to help you live better. For only the best in orthopedic care for all bones, joints, and muscles in the body, ask for St. Cloud Orthopedics.
These lakes hold a lot of stories, and all of them get better every time they're told. Because you've got 40-inch gators out there, giant lakers, crappies, sunnies, and walleye. So many walleye. Whatever you're after under the ice, Shields has what you need. Shields in-store and online at shields.com. Get ready. The ice is calling.
Dear Diary, things I love about Quick Trip. Glazer donuts. Duh. Fuel. Fresh food. Fun treats. But even the little things like stamps, money orders, gift cards, I get them there. Crazy clean bathrooms. So nice with the kids in tow. No fee ATMs. Free air for my tires. A lot of stores charge for that. Not my Quick Trip. And they always smile and make my day. I think I'm in love. And I think they love me.
We at Affinity Plus always strive to be the best we can for Minnesotans, with great products and services to help local folks and small businesses achieve their dreams. And we're proud to have our efforts recognized by Forbes, which ranked Affinity Plus the #1 credit union in Minnesota. Join Affinity Plus Federal Credit Union and bank with the best. Stop in our St. Cloud branch at 2835 West St. Germain Street, Suite 100, or visit us online at affinityplus.org. Insured by NCUA.
Large firm resources delivered with personalized service gives you the best of both worlds. Our firm size allows us to offer businesses and individuals more options for insurance and risk management. And as our company grows, we are intentional about not losing sight of what matters most, people. At North Risk Partners, service to our clients, each other, and our local communities continues to be an important part of who we are. North Risk Partners, large enough to give you options, small enough to be local. Learn more at northriskpartners.com.
Almost a steal and a shorthanded chance the other way. Now the Huskies set back up. Peart, far side Fitzgerald. Peart straight away. Right side Cranola. Down low to the backside. They score! Spencer Meyer. He has scored him like that before on the backside. He tucks it in. And the Huskies get a power play goal. It's 1-0. Yeah, that was the one that started it on Friday. Again, we're back here on the Brett Larson Show, live from the Green Mill. Big thanks to Jill from the Mill. Jill here, who sets us up and helps us and all season long. But here we are in the final day of February. We're talking about the last series, the Huskies with a sweep against Colorado College, setting up a big matchup at Duluth. Big matchup, huge, coming up on Friday and Saturday as we go up to Duluth. Let's talk Saturday now, Coach. 6-2, again, a good start. You score the first 2 goals of the season, and VT Miettinen gets it started for you.
Yeah, he kind of just attacked it out on the power play, and we talked about attacking that inside ice, and he did. He got a good shot off and scored one early. I thought that helped get us going. Yeah, it certainly did. Like I said, it had been a few games since he had scored, so it was good to see that. And then Kevin Fitzgerald gets the 100th point that was awesome. Of his career. That was awesome.
He handled it, and it was really kind of fun. He was excited, and his reaction to it was great. And I think it was a great play by Nick Perbix.
Yep.
I mean, because
kind of won a puck battle.
Exactly.
Nice play to Fitzy.
Yeah.
Everyone's fired up for Fitz. Obviously, he's one of the most popular guys in the room, and he has been for a long time. Right. And the guys love him. So to see him get that 100th point, you think of what a great story. A kid that came in here and walked on, didn't get a scholarship, but wasn't recruited recruited by anybody else. To be leaving here as a kid wearing a letter and a 100-point guy, and it's been. Those are the stories that are fun to tell kids that are growing up playing hockey. You know, every path isn't the same for kids.
Right.
And there's a kid that went out and played junior hockey at almost every level, and it's paying off for him.
Played high school hockey in Illinois.
Yep.
You know, a lot of times at that level, if you're good enough to play Division I in a state like Illinois, you go right to juniors, right?
Yep.
So he played high school hockey and then went to juniors. And then, so like you said, he played just about every level. To get here, and I get the impression that a lot of the guys on the team, whether they're younger or even the same age, they really look up to him.
For sure.
Don't they?
He's the guy that just I don't know how to describe it. It's he's so positive. He cares so much. The guys know he's in it for all the right reasons, and that rubs off on everybody.
And I love him because he's self-deprecating too.
Yeah, there's not an arrogant bone in that kid's body.
So it's 2-0 after the first period. Josh Litke gets a goal. I was excited because it seems like he's played so well and has been such a bright spot. Did you know going in and coming into this season, a freshman defenseman like that was going to be able to perform and play as many minutes and do what Josh Litke has done for you this season?
I would say probably not, in all honesty. We thought he'd be good, but he certainly made the decisions on the D-corps a lot tougher than we ever thought they'd be. He stepped in and has earned a lot of ice time, and he's been a really good, solid defenseman for us. I guess I just didn't know how well he defended.
Right.
When he was first kind of being recruited out of Minnetonka, he was looked at more as an offensive kind of power play threat type kid. And just with his skating and strength and compete level, he's able to defend at a really high level.
Did he come with those defensive skills, or is that something you guys have had to work with him on early, and he's really taken that and really absorbed all of that info?
What he came with is, and I guess I just didn't see or realize as much as how hard his compete level is. He doesn't give up on a puck ever.
No.
He doesn't give up on a defensive play ever, and he's strong and he's quick. And he reminds me a lot of a guy that I played with that played here, Taj Melson. I know it's going way back.
Talked about that. Yeah,
he's got that quickness and strength and ability to defend with his feet.
Micah Miller with a nice deflection. I thought for sure it was Kyler Kupka's goal, but Micah steered and turned and got a stick
nice
on
tip
it.
By Micah, obviously those two are quietly two of our best forwards. I think people might not realize it, but if you watch Kyler Kupka's game, he's detailed, he's smart, he's always in the right place, he's making the right plays, and obviously with Micah, his speed, his ability to kill penalties, but his up and down play on that wing has been really solid for us all year.
Kyler doesn't get a lot of the media attention. Is he one of the unsung heroes on this team?
For sure he is. He's always making the right play. He's a guy that doesn't break the chain. He's really important to Fitzy on that left side. Fitzy can get a little squirrely and scrambly and all over the place, and Kyler does a really good job of complimenting him on that line.
You had the lead. They scored a couple of goals to make it interesting. The third period on Friday, there was some of that fatigue that kind of set in, and you guys worked your way through it. Was it better on Friday in the third, you think?
Or Saturday in the third, it was better.
Saturday.
The first 5 minutes of the third were real good, then some penalties and whatnot. But I did like the first 5 minutes of the third. It got a little rough there in the middle. Now, we're about halfway through the third, and it's still 4-0. So at that point, I could tell the guys were just trying to play to finish the game off the right way, and they get a couple quick ones. But I was happy with our response.
Right.
It was a moment where you started to feel, man, it's senior night, and I can tell you what, that senior thing after is the best when you win. You don't want to lose on that night. It's one of those nights. So I think the guys were gripping it there a little bit for a minute or two, but they found a way to get her done.
It was nice to honor the seniors after that game, no doubt about that. And then even the fifth-year guys got a little nod as well. Because there was a senior night last year, just not a lot of people were in the building, right?
There weren't.
And they were just goofy. I mean,
and that's
they were
where
doing
that lap started last year.
The speed skating, and
the guys got a little quiet on the lap this year. I don't know. They wasn't quite as they weren't quite as flamboyant as they were last year on that.
Well, I think they were a little subdued because there were more people in the crowd. Last year they felt like with only, I think we had 250 by that time.
Yep.
It was capped, so
it was nice that a lot of people stayed. I like that.
Nice. It's special.
It made it special, and that's just such a good group of guys. That group, we've been together for 4 years. We kind of I feel like I'm a senior now too. Like we came in together. It's been 4 years, and it's such a great group.
How do you think David Rennick played on the weekend? Really a good bounce bounce back from Omaha.
Yep, real good. I thought he played solid. Look at the 2 goals on Saturday night especially. One was a 2-on-1. The other one was a tip, puck that was going wide of the net, tipped about waist high, changed directions and went in. There wasn't anything he could do on that. I thought David was real solid this weekend.
Jay Cox back in the lineup on Saturday. Has he been battling an injury? Because you guys got such a good D-core, it's been tough to break through and make the decisions on your 7 guys.
Yeah, he got a little nicked up out in Denver. So it has been. Like I said, a kid like Josh Ludke comes in and starts stealing some ice time and whatnot. So Luke's done a great job. He's a captain for us. He's a heart and soul guy in the locker room. Whenever we get him in there, he certainly adds some energy and life to the lineup.
He's the bounce back guy.
He is.
He's the bounce back guy. So that's good. The final was 6-2. We'll take another break, come back. We'll talk a little Olympics. We'll talk Duluth. And then we'll have VT and Yami coming up here a little bit later as well. We're live from the Green Mill, the Brett Larson Show here. And it's Huskies hockey from Learfield.
Here at St. Cloud Orthopedics, we continue to be honored to serve the community we proudly call home with premium specialty orthopedic care. And we've been recognized as Minnesota's best, winning the Gold Award in orthopedic surgery in the 2021 Star Tribune Reader's Choice Awards. Thank you to those who nominated and voted for us. And more importantly, thank you for choosing us to help you live better. For only the best in orthopedic care for all bones, joints, and muscles in the body, ask for St. Cloud Orthopedics.
Hi, I'm Mike Bryant, and I'm driving my car safely and legally communicating on my phone. Minnesota law allows a driver to use their cell phone to make calls, text, listen to music or podcasts, and get directions by voice command or single-touch activation without holding your phone. Violations are very expensive.
The National Safety Council reports that cell phone use while driving leads to 1.6 million crashes per year, and nearly 400,000 injuries are caused by texting and driving. Not surprising, since 4 seconds with your eyes off the road is like driving the length of a football field blindfolded. And research shows that just 2 seconds increases the risk of an accident up to 24 times. Texting may only take a second, but it can end your life or ruin it forever. Please drive safely and stay alive.
Find Bradshaw and Bryant, personal injury attorneys at minnesotapersonalinjury.com.
Bradshaw and Bryant.
Bank like a local at Affinity Plus Federal Credit Union. Our focus is on building up our communities and working toward a future that includes everyone. And we're succeeding. Forbes has ranked Affinity Plus the #1 credit union in Minnesota. Affinity Plus Federal Credit Union. Locals helping locals. It's the best. Affinity Plus Federal Credit Union. Stop in our St. Cloud branch at 2835 West St. Germain Street, Suite 100, or visit us online at affinityplus.org. Insured by NCUA.
Everyone's energized by the action and drive of the right play. Preferred One has the right moves, too, with major scoring opportunities. For 30 years, Preferred One has provided employee health benefits to large and small companies throughout Husky Nation. Achieving your best health is easy and accessible with Preferred One. We offer top physicians and clinics when and where you need them. 100% preventative coverage, gym discounts, and convenient online care. Need an assist? Call your insurance broker or visit preferredone.com. Preferred One, a proud sponsor of Husky Athletics.
Dear Diary, things I love about Quick Trip. Glazer donut. Duh. Fuel. Fresh food. Fun treats. But even the little things like stamps, money orders, gift cards, I get them there. Crazy clean bathrooms. So nice with the kids in tow. No fee ATMs. Free air for my tires. A lot of stores charge for that. Not my Quick Trip. And they always smile and make my day. I think I'm in love. And I think they love me.
It'll be Miller from behind his net here in the 4-on-4. Fitzgerald down the far side wall, skates in, stick handles with a shot. He hits the crossbar up high in the air, bounces the far corner. Miller and Perbix back to it. McCown ends up with it to Will, and it bounces around. Perbix ends up with it. Here he skates in, out in front. Good look, they score! Fitzgerald! That's point number 100 for Kevin Fitzgerald as he was fed by Perbix. And it's 2-0. I made it 2-0 on Friday. That was Kevin Fitzgerald scoring that goal. It's always great to get your 100th point on a goal. I can't remember, how did Easton Brodzinski get his 100th point? Was that on a goal earlier? It was like was it the first game? When was that? The season goes, we need coach to help us out on that. maybe the fans. You can look it up on your phone if you would like. But again, the Huskies go to Duluth coming up this weekend. This is the last Brett Larson show, so the coach is going out there and thanking the fans. Thanks for coming, those of you who've made it out here all season long. I know you can't all make it to every week. And I know we did a little different this week this year when we were only doing it on Mondays after home games. So I'm glad you guys were able to adapt to that schedule. And the Huskies now need to adapt and move on to Duluth. It is a 2-point difference. Duluth goes and they lose one of those games at Miami, Coach. So it's a 2-point difference. Basically, I think if I look at the math correctly and I looked up the tie break, a win in regulation and then at least 1 point in the other game, and you get home ice advantage.
Yep. It's in our hands. It's
exactly.
the only. Yeah. It's been fun because as tough as part of this stretch has been, obviously with going to North Dakota, going to Denver, playing Western Michigan at home, playing Duluth 2 Tuesdays.
Right.
Like it's been crazy. We haven't lost the ability to achieve our goals.
No.
We're still sitting at number 9 in the pairwise right now. Hopefully we can move up a couple more spots by the end of the season.
Right.
The ability to get home ice is still in our hands. The ability to do everything that we wanted to do this year is still in our control and in our hands, which is great. And it's what makes our league so great. And obviously for us, the biggest thing was having that non-conference record that we did that put us in this spot right now. So everything's in our hands right now. It's exciting. It feels like playoff hockey. We're just starting playoff hockey a week early.
It's going to be bonkers up there. I'm going to try and go up early and watch Grand Rapids Andover on Thursday.
We're going to watch that Thursday as well.
That'll be fun. That's the section championship.
I'm going to go up and watch Hermantown and Denfeld Wednesday night.
That's
Denfeld's my alma mater.
Oh yeah.
You know, they haven't been to the state tournament.
No.
I think since I was there in '89.
And
so
that
video's
on YouTube. You can see them introduce Coach Larson on YouTube there at the old St. Paul Civic Center. And somebody was asking me about the power play and about the drop pass.
Yep.
You know, drop pass with the defenseman coming through the middle, and they're going, well, why can't the defenseman, because we got skilled guys, you know, like Nick Purvis and Jack Peer, why can't they just go under the zone? Give us the idea and the thought process, because it's used at all levels of hockey, the drop pass on the power play.
Well, it also depends on what type of penalty kill the other group's running. So they're running a 1-3 where they try to stack the blue line. Basically what it's designed to do is to push them back to the blue line. Then you throw the puck back, so now they're standing still when you have speed coming at them. It's a lot easier to defend the rush when you can gap up and join their and match their speed. When you have to stop and now they're coming at you full speed, it's a lot harder to defend. And our rink, it's really almost impossible to defend at times because we have that extra room. The other thing is when the defenseman drops the puck, now the forwards are entering the zone and end up down low. The defenseman's already at the top where he belongs, so it sets you up into the position you want on the power play.
And we saw it work well in the Sam Henches goal.
Yeah.
Right? Because that was the drop pass. Perbix drops it to Henches, who gave it to, it was either Mietinen or Crannel, I can't remember.
I think it was Viti.
Yeah, and then he gave it back to Henches, and Henches came in with the backhand.
You don't score very often off the rush on the power play. Your number one goal off the rush on the power play is try to get into the zone without giving the puck away. So you don't want to dump it if you don't have to.
No.
You want to enter with possession if you can.
Duluth coming up. It's Friday and Saturday. 2 games. They both finished tied this year. I mean, is there any reason to expect anything different this weekend?
No, unfortunately not.
Amsoil's going to be bonkers.
Yeah, it is. I guess it's close to a sellout on Saturday already, and it's going to be nuts. Like I said, playoff hockey is just coming early.
Yeah.
And our motto, our talk in the room, our messaging has been our goals are we don't have to hope for anybody else. We don't have to be looking at the scoreboard hoping somebody else wins or somebody else loses here or there. We know it's in our hands, and Friday night is a game that we have to get done. We need to find a way to get it done to make Saturday much more interesting. So not only for our league trying to get home ice, but for the pairwise as well.
Team healthy, as healthy as you expect here at this time of the season?
You know what? Knock on wood. Yep. We're in a pretty good shape there.
Let's turn the page here for a few minutes here. We still have VT and Yami coming up in the second half of the show. But let's talk Olympics and just get the whole. We know what happened. I'm not going to talk about the results and what happened, as far as the shootout with Slovakia and everything like that. But just the experience, Coach, of being over there, being part of the Olympics. I know it was handled differently because of COVID and China and all that other stuff. But give me your thoughts on the experience, just being a part of that, the village.
It was unbelievable just to be a part of it. Just obviously tons of COVID protocols on the way over. We went to LA first, a couple days of practice. So what's interesting about this is all the other teams, they have a month camp. They'll get together for a month before. We had 2 practices, and in LA, got the group together, went over to China, cleared all the COVID protocols. You get to the airport's basically shut down. You're tested there before you can even leave it. You get to the village, you're tested again. tons of security. Once you get in the village, though, it felt normal. You know, it kind of had a college dorm type feel to it, with a big cafeteria where everybody ate together. Obviously, they give everybody all your country's clothing, right? So everyone's all in this really kind of decked out, cool clothing, so you know where everybody's from. You're literally eating in this cafeteria where, you know, you're going to go play Canada, and you're eating breakfast at 8 because it's a noon game, and you're at one table, they're at another. You're looking at each other. Right. You know, it's like it's going to be a rumble in junior high at lunch or something. You know, it's hard to explain. But and then as the week goes on, people are coming back carrying their skis, and they got a medal on, and they're celebrating, and you're just in this really cool environment. So they did a great job with the games as well. They brought enough people in to make it feel like there was a good enough crowd. The games felt obviously very, very big time, and for us it was just frustrating and disappointing from a standpoint of we loved our team, we loved the group, we were playing well. You go 3-0-1 and you're out of the tournament. You never lose a game in regulation, and you're done. So
that's wrong.
You know what? Kind of happy for Slovakia in a way, to be honest. Not that they beat us, obviously, but there was so much parity in the tournament this year because of the NHL players not being there. Anybody could have won it. A country like Slovakia gets their first medal ever. It just showed you how even the teams were. We played Germany the game before, and it was one of the toughest games of the tournament. So it was really, really fun to be a part of.
And really proud of Nick Perbix and Sam Henches.
Those guys played great. Yeah. Sam didn't play the first couple games, had to work his way into the lineup. When he did and got his opportunity against Germany, he played very well. We couldn't pull him out. And Nick Perbix didn't play much at the beginning of the tournament and just worked his way up the depth chart and got more and more responsibility as the tournament went on. So they both did a great job.
And let's see Nick and Sam do that play that they scored.
That was
I think they've scored a goal like that a couple of times, and Nick was telling me about that opportunity has presented itself at times here with the Huskies with Sam out in front. Then he kind of does that little pivot, and then it's in.
It was a great play. It was a great play, and it was so fun just to. You know, I was hoping they were talking about the Huskies on TV when they scored that. Get some publicity for the Huskies there.
I saw the replay without the play-by-play. Those games, some of those games are so late. I mean, I was in bed and didn't have a chance to watch many of them. That was probably one of the negative parts of it was the
the timing
change.
was bad, wasn't it? Yeah.
Were you able to stay in contact with home, with family?
We weren't allowed to use our regular phones. Right? They gave us these burner phones, and we could use these different apps to communicate and whatnot. But the time change was so weird. You know, I was able to talk to the staff. You know, we would text and message quite a bit, talk to them a few times, and I talk to the kids and the family probably once every other day at least.
All right, Brett, go get them. It's Duluth this weekend.
All right, Jim, thanks everybody. Thanks for coming all year. It's been great to have you.
Coming up next, it's VT Miettinen and it's Jami Krannila, and it's the Brett Larson Show from the Green Mill, Huskies hockey from Learfield.
Hi, I'm Mike Bryant, and I'm driving my car safely and legally communicating on my phone. Minnesota law allows a driver to use their cell phone to make calls, text, listen to music or podcast, and get directions by voice command or single-touch activation without holding your phone. Violations are very expensive.
The National Safety Council reports that cell phone use while driving leads to 1.6 million crashes per year, and nearly 400,000 injuries are caused by texting and driving. Not surprising, since 4 seconds with your eyes off the road is like driving the length of a football field blindfolded. And research shows that just 2 seconds increases the risk of an accident up to 24 times. Texting may only take a second, but it can end your life or ruin it forever. Please drive safely and stay alive.
Find Bradshaw and Bryant, personal injury attorneys at minnesotapersonalinjury.com.
Bradshaw and Bryant.
Everyone's energized by the action and drive of the right play. Preferred One has the right moves, too, with major scoring opportunities. For 30 years, Preferred One has provided employee health benefits to large and small companies throughout Husky Nation. Achieving your best health is easy and accessible with Preferred One. We offer top physicians and clinics when and where you need them. 100% preventative coverage, gym discounts, and convenient online care. Need an assist? Call your insurance broker or visit preferredone.com. Preferred One, a proud sponsor of Husky Athletics.
At Raising Cane's, we focus on being the best at one thing and getting it right every time. Which is why every chicken finger meal we serve is marinated, hand-battered, cooked to order, and made just for you. Quality isn't complicated, and our menu is proof.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
Now hiring awesome crew. Apply at workatcanes.com.
These lakes hold a lot of stories, and all of them get better every time they're told. Because you've got 40-inch gators out there, giant lakers, crappies, sunnies, and walleye. So many walleye. Whatever you're after under the ice, Shields has what you need. Shields in-store and online at shields.com. Get ready. The ice is calling.
Get your new Jeep with 0% financing and a $1,000 rebate from McKay's. Hi, this is Travis Benoit from McKay's Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Fiat. Get to McKay's during the President's Day event and save on your 22 Jeep Grand Cherokee. Or you can custom order your Jeep with everything you're looking for. At McKay's, we guarantee the better of available rebates when your vehicle arrives. McKay's Division Street, St. Cloud, or on your smartphone at mckaysdodge.com.
Come to McKay's and drive the best. MCKAYS.
Perbix starts from behind the net. He'll be the quarterback here. There's the drop pass for Hentges. Hentges then gives it to Miettinen, and then it's Hentges back again, and he scores! What a backhand down the slot with amazing speed. The Olympian, Sam Hentges, on the power play, 3-0. Yeah, and that one got the guys going, made it 3-0. Beautiful power play, and let's hear it for Sam Hentges, the NCHC forward of the week here this week. 3-goal weekend, strong play right now. And speaking of strong play, we've got representing the country of Finland here today. We've got VT Miettinen and Jami Kranola. Let's hear it for them. Applause sign. Look at that. Do they get applause signs in Finland, Jami?
No, we don't.
No, they don't. That's a big deal right there. So, guys, welcome. You've done this before, right?
Yep.
How many times?
Once.
I'm going to put your microphone a little closer there. You too, Viti, put it a little bit closer there. You can adjust it. And this is your first time, right, Viti?
Oh, yeah, this is my first time here.
First time. If you kind of took this young man under your wing when he first got here, right?
Yeah, I had to. I had to. He had a lot to learn.
Was he completely lost?
Yeah.
Not for hockey.
I was lost.
You were.
Yeah,
the thing about the difference between you two is that, Jami, you played juniors over here. Like, was it 1 year, Sioux Falls, right? 1 year in Sioux Falls. You came over here right from just playing in Europe.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah, I finished my school in Finland, and I came here right after that.
What was that like? I mean, new country, you're starting school, meeting new people, all different kind of stuff. I mean, how different was it for you? And how wide, how did it open your eyes and just how amazing?
Well, it was crazy because I knew Jami was here. I knew Oliver and Brett, and that was the only thing that I knew.
Right.
And I didn't know any players here, and new country, new language, and everything. So I was like, "What I'm doing here?"
Right.
And it felt crazy, and I love my time here right now. So I'm glad I came here.
I can tell you're having fun.
Oh yeah,
I can tell you're having fun watching you in the locker room and in the hallways and on the road trips and things like that. And when he came over, Jami, he got off to a pretty good start, didn't he, as a freshman?
Oh yeah, hot start. It was crazy. I think it was first practice. 3 of his first 3 shots went in the net, and all the guys were just staring at him like, "Who's this guy?"
When you got here, VT, what was familiar? Was there any fast food, anything that was familiar at all that's also available in Finland? And obviously Jami would know that too, but with you coming in most recently.
If we're talking about fast food, probably McDonald's. That's the only thing.
That's worldwide.
Yeah, and the weather is kind of same here, so that was one of the only things that was familiar to me. So,
give me an idea the different towns that you're from. You're from Nokia, right?
Yeah.
What's your town?
Espoo.
Espoo. Yeah, those are 2 great towns in Finland. If you're going to Helsinki is one too, right?
Yeah.
But how close are your 2 towns? Are you guys on different sides of the country?
Just 2 hours.
Just 2 hours, so not far.
It's a far away in Finland, not here.
No, right. So 2 hours is far away in Finland.
Yeah.
2 hours is from here to Duluth, pretty much, right? That's not that far. People make that trip all the time. What was your experience when it came to the recruiting? Were you recruited by Nick Oliver? Did he come over and visit? Was it all on the phone? Give me a kind of an idea when you are in Europe and based in Europe, and they're recruiting you that way. Is it Zoom? How did they recruit you when you made your decision here?
Well, actually, the first guy I talked to was Coach Gibbons.
The Finland connection.
Yeah.
He's great. He knows very much the Finland connection and great Finnish players Huskies have had here.
Yeah, I mean, we had like a small tournament in Finland, under 20 league, and after the game, my coach just came in and he was like, "There's one guy who wants to talk with you," and I was like, I didn't know who the guy was, and he was like, "I'm Mike Gibbons, and I'm from St. Cloud State." I was like, "What is St. Cloud State?"
And I was going to say, had you heard of St. Cloud State before?
Yeah, no. I heard about like a couple of my old teammates. One played for Penn State, so I knew that, and one played for UMass, but I didn't know what was St. Cloud. So then Nick Oliver came to Finland, and we talked a lot, and I just fell in love with this place, and I'm so glad I came here. So.
We are glad, and we're glad you came too. Yami, let's go back and review your process as far as the recruiting. Were you recruited some while you were still in Finland, or did that not start until you came here and played juniors in the USHL?
I was recruited back in Finland as well. It was after one of my games that Gibbons came, and pretty much the same thing has happened to him. And I had no clue what college even was here.
Had you heard of Minnesota? Did you know there was Minnesota somewhere in the upper Midwest?
I knew it's somewhere out here.
Yeah. You'd heard of the Vikings?
No,
the Minnesota Vikings or the NHL, the Wild?
I knew the Wild.
You knew the Wild? Mm-hmm. How good has VT's English gotten?
It's not good.
What was it like when he first got here?
Well, he was more quiet. I don't think he was confident about talking that much, but he's gotten more confident with it. Every day we have conversations in English, even us together. But yeah, that's how he gets better, and I think it's pretty good now.
Viti, what was the first word in English that you learned?
I don't know. We learned
hello.
English. Probably hello. My name is Viti. I don't know.
My name is Viti. For David, it was thanks. Thank you, because David Rennick, because he had the same situation coming over, from Slovakia. He also didn't know English very well, and thank you was kind of his main thing. If you're going to learn one word or two words in English, thank you is a pretty good one.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't it?
That's a great story.
What did you guys think of this weekend? We'll start with you, Viti. It'd been a while since you scored a goal. Are you getting frustrated at all in that? Or because you were still shooting and you were getting assists, you were still setting up your teammates, and Yami and Oaks, they were scoring, and you guys were still getting some production there. But were you getting a little frustrated, and were you happy then to get that goal over the weekend?
Oh, yeah, I was getting a little bit frustrated, but I actually didn't know if I should cry or laugh. I mean, I hit so many crossbars before
you
that
did,
and
yes.
a lot of shots, but I was just happy that we won. And, obviously it was great to score a goal, but to be honest, I didn't try to shoot 5-hole. I tried to high close, so it was kind of lucky.
And it was the first goal on Saturday, and those first goals, Yami, as you know, are very important, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
And sometimes the late goals are too, because you've scored in the shootout. Unfortunately, you weren't able to compete in the shootout on Tuesday. I don't know if fans know this, and I thought it was a BS call. The overtime penalty, both you and the Duluth guy were kind of jousting going for the puck, and you were just stronger on your skates, and they ended up calling you for, what was it, interference?
Interference, I guess.
The puck was on the half wall, and you guys were both going, kind of jousting each other, and that was unfortunate. But when you have a penalty and it carries over to the shootout, you can't participate in the shootout. Did you know that at the time, or did they have to tell you?
I had no clue.
No.
So even coaches didn't know, so we had to ask if I could shoot or not.
Yeah, that's a rule that it just doesn't come into play that often. But earlier in the shootout, you did convert in the earlier shootouts, and of course you've converted also on penalty shots before, Yami. What are the keys when you're in that scenario? Do you have to know the goalies? Does it help to know the goalie on a breakout situation where you can beat them, or is it just total guesswork and you hope something works?
I pick a move and I do it.
Yeah.
Honestly, just try not to think too much, because then you're not going to score.
Yeah.
It's guesswork what the goalie's going to do.
Right.
You're trying to do your best, and sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't.
Yeah, that's it. A lot of times it is luck, isn't it? Because the one time you scored, you went 5-hole on him, right? Didn't you sneak it under? Or was it VT? Did you participate in a shootout too? Didn't you, VT? And it was kind of both you guys kind of tried to go 5-hole.
Yeah.
I can't remember what goalie it was. My memory is really going, Ken. I really need help.
Might have been Duluth game. We both tried to go 5-hole. Neither of us scored.
No. That's like I said, something else. That's how it goes sometimes. We have Duluth this weekend. These guys are going to talk about that. We're going to probably, is Coach out of the building now? Yeah, he's hiding behind us. Yep. We'll have to talk quietly because we got to talk about Finland winning the gold medal. All right. Right? Yep. That was exciting for you guys and your countrymen. So keep it right here. We're here till 7 o'clock. We're live at the Green Mill, and this is the Brett Larson Show from Learfield.
Looking for career opportunities in a dynamic industry? Want to find a career working for a stable company headquartered in St. Cloud? Since 1978, Speedy Delivery has been your next-day delivery specialist. Speedy Delivery is currently looking for route delivery drivers, CDL drivers, vehicle mechanics, and both full-time and part-time package handlers. For more information on how to become a part of the Speedy Delivery team, visit SpeedyDelivery.com or call 320-251-6697. Speedy Delivery is a proud supporter of St. Cloud State Athletics, equal opportunity employer.
Whether it's the fresh powder of a winter wonderland or the dirt of a scenic summer trail, Mies Outland has you covered for every season. Stop in today and check out the all-new lineup of Polaris snowmobiles, ATVs, and side-by-sides. From the rough and tough Ranger to the trail-taming Indy XC, you'll find your perfect fit and exceptional service at Mies Outland. It's the reason they are Minnesota's power sports superstore. Mies Outland, Highway 55 in Watkins, Highway 10 in St. Cloud, and online at MiesOutland.com. Warning, always wear a helmet and other safety apparel. Never drink and ride.
Hi, I'm Mike Bryant, and I'm driving my car safely and legally communicating on my phone. Minnesota law allows a driver to use their cell phone to make calls, text, listen to music or podcasts, and get directions by voice command or single-touch activation without holding your phone. Violations are very expensive.
The National Safety Council reports that cell phone use while driving leads to 1.6 million crashes per year, and nearly 400,000 injuries are caused by texting and driving. Not surprising, since 4 seconds with your eyes off the road is like driving the length of a football field blindfolded. And research shows that just 2 seconds increases the risk of an accident up to 24 times. Texting may only take a second, but it can end your life or ruin it forever. Please drive safely and stay alive.
Find Bradshaw and Bryant, personal injury attorneys at MinnesotaPersonalInjury.com.
Bradshaw and Bryant.
Everyone's energized by the action and drive of the right play. Preferred One has the right moves, too, with major scoring opportunities. For 30 years, Preferred One has provided employee health benefits to large and small companies throughout Husky Nation. Achieving your best health is easy and accessible with Preferred One. We offer top physicians and clinics when and where you need them. 100% preventative coverage, gym discounts, and convenient online care. Need an assist? Call your insurance broker or visit PreferredOne.com. Preferred One, a proud sponsor of Husky Athletics.
Roto-Rooter is now hiring, and today we're with Steve and Travis from Roto-Rooter to tell you all about it.
It's true. Roto-Rooter is now hiring licensed plumbers, drain technicians,
and don't forget about our brand new position, a tanker pump truck driver.
We just got that brand new Peterbilt pump truck. We are looking for a CDL driver, too.
At Roto-Rooter, the pay is great. You get a 401k, company match, paid vacation, and more.
Plus, apply today, and Travis will buy you lunch.
I'm going to do what now?
Apply in person or online at rotorootermn.com.
Face off the draw, Hentges.
Shot too wide.
I tell you what, he's got a cannon, but again, he's missed.
The cannon doesn't matter if
they
it's
better
wide.
They better have that spare glass ready. Oh, and a shot right side. Nietinen scores. It trickles through Vernon on the right wing shot. Vernon got a piece of it, but it trickles between his legs. And the Huskies have a 1-0 lead. It's a power play goal. Power play goal. That's VT's goal. Scoring is the 9th of the season, getting the goal scoring going on Saturday. And how exciting is it that Finland wins their first ever gold medal? I was surprised when I read that Finland had never won a gold medal. It seems like they've always had good ice hockey, but they finally won. Were you guys excited? Were you able to watch the gold medal game, Yami?
We were in the bus coming home from...
Okay, so that was the time. Omaha.
Yeah, we were just watching the stats. Didn't get to watch the game, but we knew they won, and, we wanted to celebrate, but it's...
It's tough because you guys were coming off a tough weekend in Omaha.
Yeah, and then we have Kirby and Henchie and Coach there. We just
so you guys could have shared just a little fist pump behind you got the bus seat, right? So you could just kind of do one of those there and not make it too.
We had the high five, and Perry was asking, "What are we doing?" We were like, "Finland just won, so."
Yeah, that's good. VT, give me kind of thoughts on your other interests that you have other than hockey. What do you like to do other than hockey?
I've been fishing with Brodzinski a couple times, and now we're just playing video games at home.
Video games? So what's your favorite video game?
I gotta say Fortnite. I don't play any other games.
Can you do a Fortnite dance right now?
No.
The floss?
I'm not doing it.
No, you're not doing that, no.
I don't know how to dance. Yummy. You want to do something?
No, not really.
No. We do have cameras here, so if it was just radio, then you'd be fine. When it was the radio show, you guys, I danced all the time, right? When there were no cameras, I mean, you can attest to that, Heath. Of course. I mean, it was a dance party. It was like Danny Terrio and Dance Fever. Now I've lost my train of thought. That happens a lot on the show, Yami. I don't know.
Yeah.
If you were here with Will Hammer, we got off track a lot.
Oh, yeah, we did.
With Will Hammer. Ice fishing with Brodsy. He's very good at that. He's passionate at that.
That's what he says.
That's what he He does tell me that.
A lot of talking.
A lot of talking. You didn't quite see the see the performance, or you didn't see the results when you were out with him?
We were sitting in a small hut, so I saw what he got, but I got more than him, so I'm
go.
Just happy.
He wins the contest right there. So when you guys are in Finland, is ice fishing a big deal in Finland? Had you ice fished a lot before you came here or not?
Couple times.
Okay.
It's not that big deal in Finland.
No,
I have a couple of friends who like to compete on it, like during the winter, but well, I'm not there during the winters anyway, so.
Does Finland have a lot of inland lakes?
Yeah,
they do. There are a lot of inland lakes, very similar to Minnesota.
Yep.
Kind of the same thing. The glaciers created a lot of lakes and things like that. Yami, what have you enjoyed doing here during your non-hockey time?
Non-hockey time. During the summer, we usually golf. We golf a lot.
How was your golf game?
Not great.
Not great?
But it's fun to go out there.
Are you a hooker or a slicer?
Probably both.
Both? There you go. You don't know just not straight, right? But you just don't know what's
straight.
That's right.
We golf.
Who do you usually golf with? Do you got a group that you always golf with, or do you guys?
We usually have a lot of guys going.
We have probably almost 20 guys off the team. So you
guys go to Wapakata a lot. I see out there.
We got a good deal out of there. So
yes,
we've been golfing
good.
there for a couple of years.
And Vidi, how's your golf game? Who's better between you and Yami?
I haven't been able to golf for last 6 months because my wrist hurts when I'm golfing.
Okay.
I just started golf, so probably we're pretty close. We're pretty close.
Who's the better putter? Who's got the better putting game?
That's me for sure.
No, he's probably better at putting.
Yeah. So, Vidi, are you surprised at how quick this season has gone? And here you are already as a junior. And I called you Vidi.
Yeah.
Yami. Vidi, you're a sophomore. And Yami, you're a junior. Has it gone fast for you guys?
It has. I feel like every year just goes faster. This year feels like we just started, and now we're 30 games in.
Right.
Playoffs are around the corner. I don't know where the time goes, but it just flies by every single year.
Same thing for you, Vidi, as far as it.
I didn't even realize that we have only two games left, and we're playing playoffs soon. So, we're just having fun. So time flies by.
And it's been really hectic. You've played a lot of games in a short period of time. Has that been chaotic? Has it been tough on your body or not? With the 5 games in 9 days here, and they kind of had the same schedule when you played the other Tuesday game with Duluth earlier in February.
Yeah, it's a little tougher on your body because, you get a little bump somewhere, and then you have a game in 2 days, you have another game after that. That's not going to get better.
No.
But, we've been dealing pretty good with that stuff. Luckily.
Vidi, how much did you enjoy last year's playoff run? I mean, how fun was that? For you as a freshman, first time here, you probably think teams do this all the time. We go to the Frozen Four. What were your thoughts on that and the emotions of being able to participate in that?
I mean, it was awesome. It was awesome. We played really good games. We were underdogs almost every game, so it was just fun to play, and we played really well, and we played as a team, so it was fun.
And we had one of the listeners ask during the commercial break, you guys were familiar with each other before Yami came to St. Cloud, Vidi? You guys knew each other kind of loosely as far as having played against each other, or you played with each other?
We played against each other maybe 2 times. We always played different age groups, and then I left before I was able to play more against him. We met once before I left last year to here.
It was my freshman year.
Yeah.
It was the day before you left.
Yeah, he had those visa issues, so he just came straight to play.
That's right. Yeah, that was crazy. That was hectic because you had COVID going on and you're trying to get the visa to get in here. But we got you in. You played in the first game.
Oh, yeah. I came here 2 weeks before the first game, right?
Yeah,
that was crazy.
Yeah, that was fun. Crazy fun, and it's been a lot of fun here having you guys with the team. We got one more commercial break, and then we'll come back and wrap it up. It's Yami Krannila, VT Miettinen. I'm Jim Erickson. The Brett Larson Show, the last one of the season from the Green Mill. And this is Huskies hockey from Learfield.
Diary. Things I love about Quick Trip. Glazer donuts. Duh. Fuel. Fresh food. Fun treats. But even the little things like stamps, money orders, gift cards, I get them there. Crazy clean bathrooms. So nice with the kids in tow. No fee ATMs. Free air for my tires. A lot of stores charge for that. Not my Quick Trip. And they always smile and make my day. I think I'm in love. And I think they love me.
We at Affinity Plus always strive to be the best we can for Minnesotans, with great products and services to help local folks and small businesses achieve their dreams. And we're proud to have our efforts recognized by Forbes, which ranked Affinity Plus the #1 credit union in Minnesota. Join Affinity Plus Federal Credit Union and bank with the best. Stop in our St. Cloud branch at 2835 West St. Germain Street, Suite 100, or visit us online at affinityplus.org. Insured by NCUA.
These lakes hold a lot of stories, and all of them get better every time they're told. Because you've got 40-inch gators out there, giant lakers, crappies, sunnies, and walleye. So many walleye. Whatever you're after under the ice, Shields has what you need. Shields in-store and online at shields.com. Get ready. The ice is calling.
Large firm resources delivered with personalized service gives you the best of both worlds. Our firm size allows us to offer businesses and individuals more options for insurance and risk management. And as our company grows, we are intentional about not losing sight of what matters most, people. At North Risk Partners, service to our clients, each other, and our local communities continues to be an important part of who we are. North Risk Partners, large enough to give you options, small enough to be local. Learn more at northriskpartners.com.
At Raising Cane's, we focus on being the best at one thing and getting it right every time. Which is why every chicken finger meal we serve is marinated, hand-battered, cooked to order, and made just for you. Quality isn't complicated, and our menu is proof.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
Now hiring awesome crew. Apply at work@canes.com.
Roto-Rooter is now hiring, and today we're with Steve and Travis from Roto-Rooter to tell you all about it.
It's true. Roto-Rooter is now hiring licensed plumbers, drain technicians.
And don't forget about our brand new position, a tanker pump truck driver.
We just got that brand new Peterbilt pump truck. We are looking for a CDL driver, too.
At Roto-Rooter, the pay is great. You get a 401k, company match, paid vacation, and more.
Plus, apply today, and Travis will buy you lunch.
I'm going to do what now?
Apply in person or online at rotorootermn.com.
Hey, it's the final segment. Welcome, everybody. Applause sign. We'll be putting that into mothballs for next year. My promise to you is this applause sign will only be used for the Brett Larson Show. It won't be used for anything else. I won't be using it for parties at my house. This is for exclusive use on the Brett Larson Show. So there you go. We might have to send it in to get it tuned up. Yeah, thank you. So it's VT Miettinen and it's Yami Krannila. And VT, we call you VT, but actually in Finland, your name is pronounced. What's the actual pronunciation of your name? Veeti, which would be tough doing a broadcast. So it's easy for VT. It's just easy VT.
Yeah,
VT. You don't mind that, right?
No, I don't mind that.
Do we have a nickname? What's your nickname? What do they call you? Yams?
They call me Jimmy.
Jimmy, that's right. He's Jimmy.
James.
And James, yeah.
And I thought I was the only one on the team. You know, we had Jimmy Schultz back then, and then we were both Jimmys, and now I got another Jimmy. Yeah. I appreciate that. That's really nice. What's your nickname, Viti?
Tony.
Tony?
Yeah.
Where does that come from?
The first week, it was my first week here last year, and we went to Chick-fil-A. And when you gotta say your name there,
Right.
and I was like, I can't say Vidi. They have no clue what's my name.
So he went Tony.
Yeah.
Why Tony?
I don't know. Molinar came up with that, and he was like, just say Tony.
It's Tony. It's Italian.
It's Tony.
It's Italy. It's Europe. You know,
Yeah.
a different side of the continent. But you know, Tony, Antonio, Viti. I mean, it makes a lot of sense. Now, somebody reminded us here. You have a brother, Werner, who has verbally committed to St. Cloud. That's got to be exciting for you here. The Miettinen clan. We're going to see another.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. I played with him like 2 years ago, and it was fun. And obviously he's coming in right now, so it's gonna be fun.
We're not going to go into a deep dive in the scouting report of your brother Werner, but what kind of player is he?
He's a pretty smart player. He's a center. Doesn't score a lot, but like he likes to play in D zone too.
Right.
Like, he knows how to play D, and obviously he's a really smart player.
Here's a center that scores a lot. He's putting some goals. I think career high. This year,
so.
right? I haven't looked at the stats here. I don't have it here today. And believe it or not, I don't memorize the stats. I need my little flow chart here for Yami Krannila. 13 goals, 13 assists, 26 points going into that game on Saturday. Have you been happy with your game personally here this season, Yami? I know you guys, you get that question all the time. You know, what do you think of your game? You guys always are striving to do better, though, right? You're always working to get better. But how would you grade your game? Your personal game this year, Yami?
I don't know how to grade it. It's been, it gets better all the time. You always have stretches you do better. You always have stretches you do worse. Just try to balance that, Just don't go down here. Just kind of stay up here. You don't even have to go up here. Just,
stay level.
Yeah, stay kind of level. Just don't have horrible games. And, that you should be good.
Play smart hockey, too.
Yeah.
Make smart decisions.
Yeah.
Viti, how do you feel you've played here this season? Give us a grade on your game. I know it's a tough question, but, you're back on the scoring trail. We expect, hope to see you up at Duluth and pot of two, 1 or 2 goals this weekend, too. But how have you been playing this year, do you think?
Obviously, I can probably say that with our line, we had a tough start. We couldn't score a lot of goals, and we didn't play our game, but it's getting better all the time, and I'm happy that we're playing really well right now and creating a lot of scoring chances. So.
And it's a situation, too, where you've got such a deep team. All 4 lines can contribute. A line can have a bad game or 2, and then the other players are going to pick it up, right, VT?
Yeah, obviously, our first 12 games, we won a lot of those, probably 9 or 10.
Right.
But we didn't score a lot of goals, our line, so it was awesome.
And obviously you're skating with Zach Okabe as well. It's amazing how much stronger he's gotten, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's winning battles. That's something that you've worked on too, VT. And you're constantly working in the weights to get stronger and stronger because that certainly helps, doesn't it?
Oh yeah. I mean, we're not the biggest line in this league, so we gotta be really strong and play smart there.
You got to be pound for pound strong. What is your favorite weight? What's your favorite apparatus when you're lifting weights at the Husky weight room?
What's my favorite?
Do you like the bench
move?
press?
Oh, bench press is nice. Stretching is pretty fun.
Stretching is fun, yeah.
Just lay there.
The young ladies love the bench. The young ladies, you just lay there. I'm stretching right now, and you don't even know it. The young ladies love the bench press too.
Yep.
Because they usually ask you a first date. They ask you how much you bench press, right?
Yep.
Has that been pretty key for you guys?
Yeah, well, I can't tell them. They would just leave them.
So, how do you like school, VT? Going to college? What are you studying? Do you have a major?
I'm a finance major right now.
Finance major,
Obviously, my first semester here, it was really tough because I was in Finland and I didn't know what to do and everything. But it's getting so much easier right now. I know the language better, and I got some help from my team if I need it. But obviously, it's fun right now.
Fitzy's the go-to guy when it comes to finance.
Or
who else is pretty good?
Usually I just go to Yami. So
you're a finance guy too?
I'm just really smart.
Yeah.
And with that, we'll wrap up the show. That's the zinger of the night right there, folks. Way to go. What do you guys think of the series up at Duluth? You're going up there 2 games ago. We'll start with Viti here first, over to my far right. What are the goals here this weekend? You've got, obviously, a home ice advantage in the playoffs in that first round. Very attainable, as the coach said.
Obviously, yeah, we were playing for that, and we want to play in a home ice again. But obviously, we have 2 games against a really good team. It's a fast team. They're playing really well as a team, and we're just going to go out there and work hard and hopefully score a lot of the goals and just win the games.
Well, the fans know this, Yami, because it's been going on for years and years. It's even more of a rivalry now with the Coach Larson connection and everything. But you've gotten to learn and know more about this Duluth-St. Cloud rivalry, right? It is heated.
Yeah, it is heated, and it's about to get more heated. We have 2 games against them, possibly 4 or 5 games in a row if we play them in playoffs. So, it's going to be tough. You're going to start hating some players. Some players are going to start hating you, but that's what we play. And
that's hockey.
It's going to be fun. Fun.
And the arena's going to be packed. You guys revel in that, right? People think that you go somewhere and you get intimidated, but a lot of times the players, when you're on the road, you really love that atmosphere.
Yeah, you like it.
All right.
Show them.
Hey, let's hear it for these guys. The Finnish connection from Finland. It's Jami Krantala. It's VT Miettinen. Thanks, everybody, people who have watched, who have listened, those who have come out live for the show here all season long. We'll be back, of course, next year. Thanks to the Green Mill. You've been listening to the Brett Larson Show. Thanks to the coach for coming out. Also, we had R.J. Engo filled in. We had Nick Oliver who filled in 1 week as well, so big thanks to them. And again, the Huskies coming up this weekend, Friday and Saturday, 7:37 on Friday in Duluth. That means pregame at 7, then 7:07 on Saturday. That means pregame at 6:30. Listen to them. Mute TV. Turn your TV down and listen to the radio broadcast online or over the air on AM 1450, FM 99.3, KNSI. Again, thanks, everybody, for coming out. This has been the Brett Larson Show from Learfield.